Yay, I'm starting to see some faces. Cool. Okay, I figured we'd give people a few minutes to hop on, just because some people are last minute or maybe just getting home or whatever. Kennedy, we didn't talk about this. Do you want me to share my screen then?
Oh, gotcha.
Or you can too.
Let's try that, and then we'll see if that works. Does that sound okay?
You do it or me?
Try you.
For sure. Yep, I can totally do that. Let me get it
Okay.
up.
Great.
Okay, gotta find you guys now. Hold on. Okay. Zoom, share screen. Okay, cool. Can you still see it?
Yes.
Okay. Oops, I don't want to start on that slide though. Here we go. Okay. Are you ready or should we wait a few minutes?
I think we're ready.
Okay, cool. Well, welcome you guys. We're so excited to have you here for our vision casting call with Megan and Kennedy. Obviously, you guys have seen us on live on Facebook. Kennedy was, and then we did, our welcome video there, but now you get to see us here. So we're super excited. Kennedy, do you want to add anything?
I'm trying to find you. I'm trying to figure out how to work this. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I don't know. This is kind of when it gets fun, is when we get to be able to come together on calls and just share some insight that we have and then hear back from you. But these calls, gosh, I mark them on my calendar ahead of time just because when I get off of them, regardless if I'm speaking or I'm just hopping on a call, I just feel so ignited afterwards. So I'm super pumped that you guys are here.
And you guys, can you see the screen? I just want to be sure. I can't see you guys at all. So I can't even see thumbs up. Can you say yes out loud if you can?
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay, good. Awesome. Okay, so yes, just like she said, we're so excited you guys are here. Whether you are a coach or are thinking of becoming a coach, we want to help, light that fire and give you that energy that we are feeling in our businesses and just see how fun it is and how, big this can be for you. So an introduction real quick. We're going to be talking about new coach goal setting. 2 sizes too big, and then each segment we have how to create a visions that align with coaching, and then creating a routine for you guys. So here we go. Kennedy, go ahead and take it away.
Okay, so we wanted to include this as part of our New Coach Academy and then just open up to our friends on Instagram as well to hop on, just because I feel like it's so important to have a vision and to have a direction of where you're headed. And so that's mainly why we wanted to have this call, is just because if you're not being intentional with your life and your business, then you're just stagnant. You're just at a plateau, you're not pushing for anything. I remember before I had started coaching, I was living that way. Very much so, did not have a vision. I was completely stagnant, really unmotivated in my life. Getting up was the worst thing ever. I had no reason to get up in the morning. And so you have to make sure your goals are inspiring, that you believe that they can happen, and that they're actionable, which means that you can act on them and you have steps to do that. So this is considered segment 1 of our vision talk. The first step, I think, in creating a vision is what we call rewiring your brain. So we have all of these limiting beliefs built up that we may not know we have, or we know that we struggle with certain ones, but we have to, in order to move forward in our vision, we have to rewire our brains. And so the first thing that we have to do is you have to identify your limiting beliefs, okay? And these are those things that crush your soul. When you think of them, you're oh my gosh, I can't do this. I don't know how. They're the things, the mindset beliefs that you have had in the past that have stopped you from reaching your goals, okay? So this is the first thing that we have to do in order to crush them, right? In order to move past them, we first have to identify them. So what we're gonna do, this is definitely our teacher side coming out, but we're gonna do a lot of activities throughout this. So the first one that we're gonna do, I'm gonna set a timer, we'll see how a minute goes, but you are gonna write out those nasty beliefs and those nasty thoughts that you've had in the past of you, like stopping you from reaching a goal. So I'll give you an example. One of mine is, I don't have the credentials. Okay, so I don't have the credentials. It can eat me alive if I let it, or I figure out a way to move past. So for a minute, I'm gonna set the timer now. If you don't have a pen and paper, grab one, and you're just gonna list out all those nasty thoughts. Sound good? Okay, minute is going now. Okay, so that was a minute. And you may have found that you could write a lot, or maybe you just kept coming back to the same few thoughts that you were having. And I think too, if you look at the things that you wrote, you could probably categorize them based off of like similarities. For mine right off the bat, I can pull out like people's opinions. So that's like a fear or a limiting belief that I have is people's opinions. Failing is another one. Okay, so first, really kind of let this sink in, like categorize them, really think about, okay, like why are these holding me back? Why are they bugging me? Like what, like categorize them, okay? I think that can help because once we do that, it doesn't seem so scary. You're gonna narrow it down and it's probably gonna be 2 to 3 categories or similar themes. And once you do that, okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab it. You're going to crumble it up and you are going to throw it away because a lot of those things on there, they're real. They're very, very real. The way we feel about them feels incredibly real, right? I'm gonna say that word again. But you have the choice to let them rule over you, or you have the choice to move past them, okay? And that is the first step in order to be aligned in your vision and being like your full potential and pursuing your purpose is not letting those nasty thoughts define you. And especially in this business, they can eat you alive. In life, they can eat you alive. And we just have to figure out some strategies to move past them. So the physical act of throwing them away, I want you to think about that a lot because I'm a very like tactile, like learner person, and I need to get rid of it, okay? And so when you have those thoughts coming on, just think of that, like getting rid of them. And I heard this, and I love it. I don't even know where I heard it. And maybe you guys know this too, but it's the Nope Next method. Maybe it was on a national wake-up call. I don't even remember. But when those thoughts start coming into your brain, okay, don't even let them. Don't even go there. Just say, nope, next. If you catch yourself being negative in a workout or at a coworker, or you have those thoughts that are creeping in, just don't even let them go there. Just nope, next it. Let that be like your out to even let yourself go there. Because once you go there, it's like a downward spiral. So the best thing that we can do is just nope, next those thoughts. Because just because we threw them away, they're going to come back, right? It's not as simple as that. I wish I could tell you that. But the truth is, we're always going to have these limiting beliefs. We're always going to have these struggles and these mindset shifts that hold us back or whatever. And so we have to be mindful and intentional with nope nexting those thoughts.
I was just going to add, part of that, you guys, is the mental like toughness game. And that's why PD is so important in this business, because it like I've been in this business now a little over 2 years, and I for sure, when I first started out, these things would, take over my brain, like Kennedy's saying. But because of personal development, personal growth, I've been able to kind of nope next them. Like, I don't actually say that, but I do love that, and I'll probably start using that. But it's like being able to overcome, those negative thoughts or those negative comments or those things that you think, are those limiting beliefs. It's it's a mental game. Okay.
Absolutely. Okay. So this next piece, I thought I uploaded, but I guess it didn't, but I have it on my phone. So I'm a very visual person. And although this isn't a visual, I want you to create kind of a visual in your brain. And so what I want you to do is, in a second, you're going to close your eyes and you're going to think of me as this like weird person for making you do all these things. But I was on a call and they read this. It was actually in the new year. They read it and they had us do this exact exercise, and it gave me like chills. So I was like, okay, this is something we should definitely do. So go ahead and close your eyes, and I'm just going to read this to you, okay? So it says, picture this. It's December 31st, 2020, and you're about to ring in the new year with your friends and family. You cannot believe how much has changed in 2020, and you are amazed at what you've accomplished. You pushed past limiting beliefs, went outside the box, fell a few times, but got right back up. 2020 was the year of clarity, growth, and fearlessness. Even though you were scared, you did it anyway. You pushed through all the doubts, naysayers, and setbacks because you were on a mission and had a fire in your soul to share it. When you look back at the year, you can say with absolute certainty that you gave it your all and then some. Your vision for your life and mission to serve and love others was greater than any obstacle, and you overcame them. You didn't know what was to come at the beginning of 2020, but you knew this was your year to make bold moves and run towards your fears, not away. Okay. Oh, I hope that gave you chills. Okay. So good. And although we're a little bit past December, January kind of thing, put yourself in this position next year, right? Put yourself in this position that you ran towards your fears, that you overcame them, that you gave it your all regardless. And I think this little passage can be applicable with whatever phase, season, wherever we're at in our lives. And two, what I love about this is it's focusing on the end goal, right? Where you want to go with your life and what you're being passionate about. And it's not focusing on where you are now, but where you want to go. And that's what we want to do when we're creating visions, is not necessarily focusing on where we are now, but putting ourselves in the shoes that we will be in and always striving to go that next step. But yeah, that's all I got for this. Do you have anything to add, Meg?
No, sorry, I must have had the wrong PowerPoint up, but yes, no, I love that. And I feel like that's something I want to always I want to listen to you or somebody say this or read it to myself, throughout the rest of this year, because it's so true. Like, we are in control of our journey, no matter what it is, in this business, in our jobs, in our family, in our life, and just like growing and being what did it say? The year of clarity, growth, and fearlessness. I love that. So yeah, I just want to come back to this a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so the next part of this segment is our go-getter brain dump. So one of the things that has helped me a lot in this business and just in life is writing out all of the things that you desire, or I desire, for my life, values I have in life, and people who inspire me. So like writing out my feelings or how I'm feeling, I guess, what am I trying to say? Like the positives and the negatives of what is going on in my life. So I track everything in my Rise Up journal. And if you guys are new to the business, you may not know about this journal, but it's amazing. And it allows me to like brain dump everything into it, so then I can track my business. If you are not tracking your business, you don't have a business. And so part of it in there, right when you're starting, is you are able to write your your goals for the year in your business and in your life, and personal development books you want to read. It's just amazing. Like, you are able to write it all out there. And I call it a brain dump because I'm somebody who, like, I need to write things out. I'm a pen and paper type of person. And if I just keep everything in my brain, like, it gets mumbled jumbled, and then I'm like feeling very, anxious and like stressed because I have all this stuff in my brain. And so for me to just like write it all out there, have it in this journal, it's awesome. And one of the things I always do before I go to bed is write a to accomplish list. And that list allows me then to know exactly what I need to do when I wake up the very next morning, whether it is with this business or with my teaching job or whatever it may be. Being organized and on top of things, you guys, is like the key to being successful. Because I know you've heard us say this, like in our intro videos, like, this business is not hard, but it does take a lot of hard, structured, focused work to have a successful team and a successful journey in this business. So just really being on top of that and being organized is key. And so I'm going to kind of walk you through that throughout the next few steps. So establishing your why. Part of the Rise Up also allows you to write in your why. So the foundation of this is defining your why. When I started this business, I was like asked, what is your why? I remember I went to this, I earned this retreat, and we went around and shared our stories, and we had to share our why. Why did you start this business? Why are you on this team? Why did you start this journey? And I started crying because it was just so powerful. Like, I guess I hadn't really like spoke it out loud, the reason as to why I was in this business. And at that point it was like 6 or 7 months in. But I joined because of the community. I wanted friends. I moved my life from Nebraska to Washington. I had no friends, and I wanted friends. And why not, meet friends online while, pursuing a healthier lifestyle? And for me, that was just so powerful because not only did I just like, that was my why, but like, I 100% had met that. I had, that's exactly what I've gained in this journey. And it's just so cool because I never would have thought, like, I'm a total introvert. I'm not somebody who's going to like raise my hand in a staff meeting and talk out loud or welcome myself when I'm at a new school or at a new job. Like, I just keep to myself. And so for me to, step out of my comfort zone and do this and now have all of these friends and I'm a whole different person and I'm way more outgoing, that's worth it to me. So since then, you guys, like, my why has changed, and that will happen with you along this journey. Years pass and things change. And, but the cool thing is like, this business has helped me in so many ways show up every day for my teaching job, for just other parts of my life. I used to be a volleyball coach, grad school, all this stuff. It's helped me because it's, I got this routine, this structure, this schedule that I need to wake up every single day with a go-get-it attitude and to like, make it a badass day. I had this aha moment last spring. I was driving home from school. Last year was like was the hardest year in teaching for me. And I had this aha moment. I was like on my way home crying, like just feeling so down. And this lady was like yelling at me in the road. I was trying to turn left and she was yelling at me and she wouldn't cross the street. And I was like, go, go, go. And she wouldn't cross. And then finally she crossed, and then I was like going and I like yelled out the window, like something rude to her because she was yelling at me. And then I hit a curb and got a flat tire. And I was like, oh my gosh, I deserve that. If you guys have read The Energy Bus, I was like, I am the guy in the Energy Bus. I don't even remember his name right now. What is his name? Dang it. But anyway, I was like, I'm being that guy. I'm letting my energy affect her. And then it, came back to me. And it was like, oh my gosh, you guys, like, I really need to focus back in on my PD. I need to make sure that I'm getting back into my routine and getting up and like starting my day off on a positive note, because I know every single day when I go to school, like, there's only so much I can control, but I can control the beginning of my day and the end of my day. And so it was kind of like, okay, I know what I need to do and now let's go do it. So really, you guys, your why, it could be about your business, like income. It could be about that. It could be income driven. It could be about your own physical journey. It could be about, wanting to leave your job, whatever. Your why is your why. It's your journey. But really defining that why and like driving your actions, driving towards your why are super important. So sorry, that was kind of long-winded. Kennedy, do you have anything you want to add to that?
No, I think that was perfect. Perfect. Actually, one thing. So I lied. So if you guys are familiar with Rachel Hollis, she has this really, really cool journal kind of out. It's called the Start Today Journal. And I don't actually have the journal. I just use a notebook. But one exercise that I do from it is she started, and maybe you guys are familiar with this, but she started every morning journaling out and writing her goals as if they've already happened. So narrow it down to like 3 or 4 things. Like if you're going through your categories of your brain dump of things that are really important to you, things that you want to accomplish, things that you want for your life. Start with that, put it into kind of categories like I was talking about, and then write them as if they've already happened. And I don't know why, but it is so powerful when you state those things as if they've happened. It empowers you. It makes you laser focused on why you're showing up every single day. And so that's a habit I have started in my morning routine, and I do it every single morning. And I write the same freaking things the same freaking way every single morning. And sometimes it gets monotonous, but most of the time when it does, I have to refocus. But I wake up with intention and do the things that I have to do because I know why I'm there. And I think that's so important, is really, really getting crystal clear on that why, or else you don't know why you're showing up, or else you don't have something to push you on the days where you don't want to be here, or on the days you don't want to send invites, or when things get hard. Like, you need something bigger than all of that to keep you going. And so, yeah, I think you said it perfectly. So this is kind of I'll just read this. When you know your why, your what has more impact, okay? So our job here is to serve others, to spread what we have, and to share what we have. And if we don't know why we're here and we don't see the bigger picture, right, our impact can't be as big as it can be. And then 2, when you know your why, you begin to live more purposely and intentionally. And I will preach this to the mountaintops till my last day, because I have had that shift where just going through the motions every single day, and then that flip the switch. I know exactly why I'm here, those big reasons to keep me going. And the way you show up for yourself, the way you show up for your business, the way you show up for your family, the way you show up at work, everything is going to change. So
Totally.
I'm done.
You kind of got ahead of yourself.
I'm sorry. I was getting really passionate.
That's okay. I think this is you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even know you changed the slide. I was like, okay, I'm ready. Okay. Yeah. So, as I was saying, oh man, I did get ahead of myself. I totally thought I took that out. Okay. Anyways, I still have more to talk about.
Yeah.
But again, we can address these goals and we can set them right now. But it's not going to do anything for you if you don't keep revisiting them daily, and if you don't keep checking up on yourself or having somebody check up on you, right? Like, we can tell each other all the things we want to accomplish and all the things we want to do, but the second we leave this call, nothing is going to change unless you do, and your habits do, and what you do with them daily. And so put them in writing. Like I said, start with the Start Today journal. If that's something you're interested in, I just use a normal notebook, or get a vision board. Okay. Create a vision board if you're super crafty, and have it somewhere where you see it every day. And like I said, don't just walk by it. Don't just kind of blow it out the door. Like, you have to sit down and be intentional with what you're doing there and why you put those things on your board. And then again, just once you have those goals and once you have that vision for your life and where you want to go, you need to start to change your environment, right? Because chances are, if we're not where we want to be, we're going to have to change some things. And if we're not where we need to be, our environment is the first thing that has to change. And so that kind of leads into the next point as we talk about it. So we'll touch more on that. But yeah, we'll wrap that up for now.
Yes. So like she said, whatever your why, your goals are, you have to then, your environment or your routine, it needs to change based off what it is you have set for yourself. And something really cool about this business is that we kind of break it into quarters. So there's 4 quarters in the year. And so we like really, hone in on that quarter that you're in and take it quarter by quarter. So they can be, so it's something that you can then achieve. When you look in the big picture, a year is a long time. And at least for me, that's, when I have a to accomplish list that is, 30 things long, I need to break it down into okay, this day I'm going to do this, same for our business and breaking it into the year. So what we do, we call it the IPAs, the income producing activities, income producing activities. So these are based off of your goals. So this is something, you guys, that I had pinned on my vision board last year. Our team, our motto is go get it. Whatever your goals are, go get it. So these were the things that I was doing every single day when I wake up. First things first, I'm going to check in with my challenge group because those are the people, that's the foundation. Those are my customers, my clients. Those are the people I need to be serving, right away in the morning. And a lot of my people are also in a different time zone than me. So they've already worked out. I want to send them love and, hype them up. So checking in with my challenge group, reading my devotional or listening to it, doing invites, following up, planning a story and a post for the day. This is my IPA for when I'm in my normal school setting routine, planning my story and my post. If I have something to post while I'm at school on my lunch break or whatever. You guys, this is literally everything I did last year for probably 8 months straight. That sounds and looks so simple, right? Because it is. That is what I know I needed to do to produce an income, to grow my team, to grow my following, to grow my challenge groups, whatever. Those are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 things that I know that I needed to do. That's how simple it can be. Now yours might look a little bit different than mine, and that's totally fine. Now I'm in a whole new year. I'm in this is my third, year 3, basically year 2 of coaching with a team. Now my IPAs are a bit different because I have a whole bunch of girls under me that I'm trying to, mentor and coach and hype up and, support and whatever. But this is so simple. This is and I would even set a timer, a timer to keep me on schedule. Otherwise I'm lost in Amazon or buying stuff off an Instagram ad, this keeps me in the zone and allows me to do what I need to do during my business hours that I've set for myself. The next is visions that align with coaching. So I don't know if you guys know this, but there are different types of coaches. I'll talk about them here in a sec, but identifying your pace. So I am a business builder. Kennedy is a business builder. She does this full time. I want to do this full time. We are go-getters. We are grinding every second we can. I mean, yes, we have business hours for ourselves, but any downtime I have, I'm doing what I need and what I can for this business. Rank and benefits. So knowing, what are your goals? What ranks is it in the business that you want to hit, and knowing the benefits of those ranks. And then also knowing what it is that you can earn. What can you earn and gain from this business? Not only are you going to be, become the healthiest version, the best version of yourself, but a side income, and what can that income do for you? So identifying your pace. So like I said, there's 3 different types of coaches. We have hobby coaches, walkers, or runners. So hobby coaches are people that are just maybe posting about it on their stories. If people reach out to them, then they're going to reply and give them a little info or whatever. Walkers are people maybe that are sending a few invites here and there, following up with people, not really tracking the business, but sending invites. Runners are what Kennedy and I are. We are business builders. We are running with the biz. We're taking all the info we've learned and we are going for it. We are helping others along the way, teaching them, mentoring you guys so you guys can be successful in the business as well. I wanted to share this picture with you guys. So I've been in the business for 2 years in January. This is like year 3 of coaching. And my whole first year was like based on my own journey. Like I did 80-day obsession like 2 or 3 times. I was slowly invited. I was like a walker coach. And then about 8 months in, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm almost diamond. Let's do it. It was more like 6 months in. And then 8 months in, I hit diamond. And then after that, you guys, after like that first year, I was like, let's go. So this was January 2019 that I wrote this. This was scratch paper from me doing my vision board. And I said, I didn't even know what Elite was. I had to ask my success partner. I just knew everyone else was writing it, so I did it. I was like, Elite, baby, you got it. You've got this. You can do it. Now go get it. This was on my vision board, just pinned to the bottom, like the last spot possible, whatever. Every single morning, 4 a.m., I looked at that. You guys, we ended 2020 or 2019 as an elite team. I didn't even know what it was, but I had identified, okay, I'm going to go with this business. I've already been, a walker, and I've gone to retreats. I've, made an extra income, and I'm loving it. I want to just go for it. And I set this goal. We set this goal for ourselves, and then here we are. We did it, and now we're going to do it again next year. So it is really cool, you guys, and that's what we talk about, like the mental side of things. Like if you want to do big things in this business, you can make it happen, and we're going to kind of talk to you about what those things are. Okay, so what you're walking into, you guys, with the coach ranks, community, opportunity, and potential, and then access to everything. So not only do you get this community of our new coach academy, all these new girls, our accountability groups, our team pages, and all that. We get to do workouts together and so on, online or in person. But we also then have the opportunity to earn different retreats and trips and so on. And you have access, and Kennedy's going to talk a little bit about that, but you have access to so many great things. Trainings on, trainings from top coaches in the business, all the nutrition things, calendars and workout schedules. Like when you join it, everything is at your fingertips. Like it's so great because it's like Kennedy said, one of her limiting beliefs was like, she didn't know enough info or whatever. I can't remember her exact words about like basically being a virtual motivator or health and fitness, whatever. But like, we don't have to be certified in all those things because the trainers are certified, the nutritionists are certified. We are just motivating and helping, sharing to the world, to our followers about it. And then they can join us, and then we will teach them what we know. Okay. So it isn't hard. Like we've said, it just takes hard work and a lot of time and effort and consistency, but we can do it. Okay. Go ahead, Kennedy.
She's muted.
Oh, shoot. You're muted.
I was going for it too. Oh my gosh.
I love it.
Okay. Thanks for letting me know. Okay. So I wanted to kind of just throw this in there just so you can anyway. So we wanted to do this vision call, and we wanted to have kind of 2 components, like 1, how to set a vision, and 2, how you can align that vision and those goals and wants for your life with coaching. Because I felt as a new coach, I was like, well, I mean, I know what I want, but I don't really know if that's possible. Or I really want this, but I don't really want to tell anybody because it sounds crazy, or those kinds of things. So we wanted to, I kind of put ourselves in your shoes and be like, okay, so you have these dreams, you have these visions, and this is exactly how you get there. And you, like she said, go get them, and through coaching. Okay. So I just wanted to connect those pieces just so you know. And then 2, like, don't be afraid to dream big with it. She mentioned the phrase at the beginning, 2 sizes too big. And it's just the idea that surround yourself with people who wear 2 sizes too big of shoes, right? With the idea that they're somebody that you aspire to be, or somebody that you want to be later on. And the same thing is with your goals. Okay. Dream bigger than what you can actually achieve, because if you're dreaming in the safety net or the safety zone, you're never going to do those actions or strive to or push harder to reach those things out of the safety net. So if you're within the safety net with your goals, you got to go bigger so your actions are bigger. Okay. So now we can get back to this. So Emerald rank, okay, this is what we call unlocking your business. And Emerald is 1000% a choice, okay? Emerald is awesome when you get there. We celebrate you, we shout you out, freaking awesome, right? But Emerald is not hard, right? I think so many people just are really intimidated because you hear the word rank and you hear the word Emerald and you're like, I don't really know what that means. But Emerald is super, super simple. All it is having a coach on each leg. And once you hit Emerald, okay, we call it unlocking your business because you're literally unlocking benefits. So you're now eligible for team bonuses. So every time you cycle for volume, you cycle at $14. And then you also get free leads when you're Emerald and hitting Success Club, okay? So a bunch of people sign up with Beachbody without a coach, and those people are then assigned to people who are Emerald and hitting Success Club 5 or 10 or all the way above. So 2 really, really big perks that come with Emerald. But again, you guys, if you're at the coach level, make Emerald your goal. Make Emerald your goal for tomorrow. Like, it is not hard to do. It's finding 2 of your closest friends, 2 of your family members, 2 people you want to bring in on this journey with you. And we'll talk more about that next week, but that is Emerald rank. Okay, and then Diamond. So technically there's one in between there, but like nobody really knows about it. So we skipped it. It's called Ruby, but Diamond rank is the next big one. So we're talking about Emerald, right? The real thing we want to talk about and the real thing we want you guys to set your sights on is Diamond. Okay. Again, it might sound a little bit intimidating. It might sound a little bit scary. But Diamond is where big things can happen for you. So again, you get the team bonus. Your cycle increases to $18 per cycle. This is when it starts to get fun and you start qualifying for retreats and different events like that. And this is huge because you're just helping coaches go Emerald as well. And if you think about it, this business is creating Emeralds and creating Emeralds again and creating Emeralds. So if you learn how to help your coaches be successful, then you can be successful in this business. But again, it first starts with you leading the way, paving the way, and leading by example. So that is Diamond. Oh, and yeah, Diamond is, let's see, so you have 4 on each leg, and then of those 4, 1 on each leg is Diamond, or I'm sorry, Emerald, Emerald. Okay, 1 star, okay, this comes after Diamond, and this is just where you're Diamond, and you have a diamond underneath you, okay? So super, super awesome. This is, again, as you just increase in rank, your team is growing, and that's when things get really fun. And that's when you start to kind of step into those leadership skills and teaching others to be successful in the business. 2-star, again, this is just having you Diamond, and then 2 diamonds underneath you, okay? So that qualifies you for 2-star. And 2-star is awesome because you literally get to open up another business center that is you, okay? So you're now running your main business center and another business center, okay? So huge perks that come from this. You can qualify for huge quarterly bonuses. And then you also get a boost in volume because it's cycling through your second CBC and then it's cycling back through your first business center, okay? One thing I will say, these terms and these ranks, they might be kind of overwhelming, and that's not the point. We just want you to get familiar with the language and the terms, and just so you can kind of keep, like I said, like an eye out for those 2 sizes too big of goals to match up with where your vision is going. So don't be overwhelmed. Don't be scared if you're like, I actually have no idea what that means, because I was like that for a really long time in the business. I was like, I'm just going to nod and give a thumbs up. And when I get there, I'll figure it out. So we'll figure it out when we get there. Okay, 5-star and above. Okay, so again, 5 just means you have 5 diamonds underneath you. And this is what Meg was talking about. So she was 5-star and then she went elite, which is like an additive bonus of just being a badass leader. Again, you just get big time recognition, spoiled as fuck when you go to everything, like all these retreats, everything. And then you get, again, with the bonuses, quarterly bonuses, you get the 5-star bonus. And then you also get the 2-star bonus if you qualify. So that's a lot of money. That's a big chunk of money just from bonuses, not even including like your regular weekly paychecks. And then again, being elite just means that you're an awesome leader and helping replicate other leaders within your team.
I was just going to add, like Kennedy said before, don't get too don't get too stressed or like, oh my gosh, I'm lost. I don't know what she's talking about, because we just want to let you know, because one of our goals, you guys, is to help you guys be successful quicker than like we were. And I didn't, like I said, last year at this time, I hardly even knew what elite was. So like, we just want to put those terms out there so you can kind of like, see that in the distant, in the distance. But if you guys are doing the things that we are teaching you in this New Coach Academy, the IPAs, the daily trackers and all that, there's no doubt in my mind that you guys can reach these things later, down the road.
Okay. And then just some more information to just, explode your brain. But this is like what I get a lot of questions about, and what I wanted to know when I signed up. I was like, okay, how do you get the free trips? Like, how do I get to go places? Like, let me know about that. And this is how. If you hit Success Club 5 at a minimum every single month, which is just helping 3 people, I can guarantee you are going to get a Success Club invite or a Success Club trip invite. My first trip that I went on, I don't even know how I got invited. I was inconsistent with my Success Club numbers, like every other month or just things like that. So I promise you, I was like on the wait list. So I promise you, you are guaranteed an invite if you hit Success Club every single month. Okay. So that's like the best. Well, I love that part at least. And then again, with Success Club, helping 3 people a month, you start to get those free leads. And then we strive for Success Club because that is the foundation of the business. And that's where we start creating volume with those new customers and them keeping their HD orders and recurring orders and just different things like that. And that's when the residual income comes, is through our volume growing. And again, helping our leaders and your coaches produce and become leaders themselves. And that is where the residual income comes from. So we get kind of paid 2 ways, right? Like based off of like a commission. And then 2, the residual income is going to come through volume. So in those team cycle bonuses and different things like that. So 2 really, really big benefits, or actually 3, that come from just hitting Success Club every single month.
And if you're extremely new and don't know what Success Club is, you guys, that is just, Success Club is you helping others get started on their journeys. So she just named several different ways in which you can earn an income, and all in which are just you helping people get started on their journeys. So with that though, that comes you sharing about your journey, right? And being consistent in that. So it's just like always going back to the fact that it is very simple. It is very simple.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now we're going to both kind of talk about our wins our wins at each step in the business. So when I was just a coach rank, I was doing 80-day obsession and I had amazing results, the best shape of my life. And after doing that program one time through, and I always say I was like 98% on my nutrition that first time through, I was super freaking confident afterwards. And that is when I started like doing invites and like inviting people to join in with me, because I was like, heck yeah, this program has changed my life. I'm a badass, And then once I hit Emerald, I realized that I could lead others to success. And I started making an income. And it was really cool. I was like, oh my gosh, these girls like believe and trust in me and they want to be a part of my team. Like, it was really cool and rewarding for me. I'm a teacher as well, I'm a teacher, and I just really like I like filling other people, or I like getting my bucket filled, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Yes. So I like to fill other people's buckets, but like by them wanting to join my team was like filling my bucket. So then when I hit Diamond, I was able to pay for grad school and save money for travel. My family's in Nebraska. I earned retreats, and it was just really cool to pay for grad school as I was doing it and then have that extra money. 2-star, I paid off my car and I started saving, adding to my savings account. And then 5-star elite, it was just really like awesome to like help other coaches find success and find joy in their journeys and in this business. So that was like the biggest win for me. It's just like seeing us all rally together and just come together and become, much closer as a team and in our friendship. And then also I'm continuing, to work towards full-time doing Beachbody. So those are my wins.
Okay. And these are mine. And again, we wanted to just have you be familiar with the language as far as Coach Emerald and things. So if you see some similarities of like, oh, that's what I want for my life, or, oh, at this rank, this is when this could happen possibly. That's kind of why, so we could share this and for you to kind of see that correlation. So at coach rank, I lost 10 pounds and gained confidence and passion. And I didn't even know I had 10 pounds to lose just because I was like, that was just me. Like, I didn't know that like you could like see results, like seriously. And I was a college athlete, like mind blown. And then too, I had mentioned earlier that I gained confidence and passion. I had like went in this deep dark pit after my last season of volleyball. And I just, gosh, like I had nothing to push me, nothing to be excited for, nothing to show up for, no team anymore. And it was depressing. And so this was kind of my wake up call and something that reignited my passion for, one, taking care of myself, and two, helping others do the same. So life-changing is all I can say. Emerald rank, consistently at this point covering supplements and my return on investment after signing up. So it takes 3 people a month on an active subscription to get typically your supplements or whatever you're using paid for, which is a huge benefit because I wouldn't have been able to order that stuff at that time during my life if I wasn't getting it covered. I didn't even have money to sign up with my challenge pack. My fiance actually bought it for me. So he was like, you have to make this work, or else you just can't do it. So like, okay, like I'll figure it out. So that was huge. And then diamond rank, I had some extra fun money for like Lululemon leggings, because at the time, like I could not afford those, covering groceries more consistently, and then also putting aside money for a savings account. And then at 2-star, I quit my full-time teaching job to go full-time coaching. And then right now we are pushing for 5-star elite. So always, always, always as your leaders and everything, we're right there in the trenches for you, pushing for ourselves, trying to make ourselves better, trying to help our team be better. And we're right there in the trenches with you, no matter the difference between rank or anything like that.
Totally. Okay. Then the last segment we have to talk about is the daily tasks and routine. And I kind of talked about this a little bit earlier, but I talked about, the IPAs, the income producing activities that are going to move you closer to your vision, whatever that vision may be for yourself. So like I said, it's that list of that said, go get it. Those small things that I and my team, because I would share that with them too, that we would do daily that make a huge impact, you guys. And when you're starting this, like you're in this brand new Coach Academy and it's overwhelming and there's all this info thrown at you. And we just want to make it the easiest for you to transition into this new business. Because when I joined, and I'm sure it was similar for Kennedy, I'm sure, like I was thrown this huge, new coach university, like 14-day slideshow and all this. And it was just like, okay, this is too much. We want to teach you the simple things, the income producing activities, the small list of things you should do daily to help move your business, to help share about your journey and so on. Okay. So, Kennedy, did you want to say anything about the compound effect?
Yeah. So, kind of right below it, I said, it's the small things that you do daily that make a significant impact. So if we have time, are we running? Okay. I'm going to give this analogy. Do you mind?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I actually heard it at church randomly, but so they did this test thing or like science data thing on sunscreen, and they did it on 2 separate categories. So people wore it, like if they went to the beach, they wore like a really high SPF only when they went outside, like only during the summer. And then there was the other test group who wore a low SPF every single day. And then after so long, whether it was like 6 months or a year, whatever, they came back and looked at like what was happening. And they found that the group that wore sunscreen, the high SPF, only once in a while, whenever it was sunny out, right, they had more like significant signs of aging and brown spots and things like that versus the group who did it every single day, a very low SPF, like they had little to no signs of aging. So that kind of correlates to this we can't just choose to do these things randomly. We can't just choose to do them when we feel like it or when it sounds fun. We have to be really, really consistent and do those small, simple things every single day. Like we can do all the big gestures we want, but if we're not doing the small, simple things every single day, then they can't build on each other. And that's what this business is. It's what you do today is going to affect you in 3 months from now. So just keep that in mind with the compound effect. But yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to add in there.
I love that. And like you say, those small things, you guys, I'm like looking at my tracker, like these are all just, and we obviously put these in the units for you guys because we're going to encourage you guys to do these daily. These are just small things, like a little check, for all these little things. And that's totally just it. Like we don't want to overcomplicate it. We don't want to, make it more than it needs to be. It's just these simple things that you do that you are simply helping other people and yourself live a healthier lifestyle. And it's going to add up after time, after you've done this for a month, 2 months, 3 months, and so on. It really does. Like, and I say that because, and we continue to say that because it is so true. Like you don't know that, or you probably won't believe it until you've done it. And that's why we really challenge you this month to set a routine, a schedule, and all that, and stick to it and do these daily vitals to see what it can do for your business. Okay. Okay. Go ahead, Kennedy.
Okay. So when we're creating those daily habits, we first have to, like we said, like you have to identify your pace and you have to identify where you want to go in this business, in your life. Maybe you're setting goals for health as well, relationships, like all sorts of categories, but you have to pick actions that are going to move you closer to your vision. So if you're saying right now that you want to be 5-star elite by the end of the year, right? But you're only sending 3 invites I don't know, like every once in a while, like that doesn't really correlate, right? There's not a connection there. So you have to set those habits with intention of where you want to go. Oh, wait, is this the same slide? Where is oh, there we go. Wait, go back.
One more back?
Yeah, go one more back. Did I have a duplicate?
Yeah, oops.
Okay, that's okay. I found something to talk about and make it up. So anyways, but yeah, okay. I don't know what else to say there.
Well, so we were just going to say the next task, you guys, we're going to wrap it up here, is we challenge you guys to all do this, set a routine and stick to it. Like I said, we're challenging you this month to do your vital behavior, the vitals, the tracker and your PD. We want you to create a daily schedule for your day. So this is what my day looks like. And it's obviously only half a day because like in the afternoons, I don't know. I just do random stuff because I'm at home, and everyone's life is different right now than, our normal routine. So anyway, last year at this time, my whole team, we all set schedules for ourselves. We sent them to each other. Then after we would do it for a week, we would reflect after a week and see what needed to be adjusted, what we needed to add in, we needed to get up earlier, and so on. So here is my daily schedule that I do now. 6 a.m. And when I say we want you to write a schedule, we don't want to just be like 8 a.m. get up, 10 a.m. workout. Like it is to the 15, 6:15, 6:45, 7 o'clock, because this is your business, you guys. Yes, wherever you are, whether you are a walker, jogger, sprinter, or runner, or whatever, wherever you are in your business, we will meet you there. We will help you no matter where it is. But you still have to have a routine and a schedule in place in order to have a successful business. So say like your job, I don't know, say you have an office job and it's like, oh, you can come into work whenever, you just have to get 6 hours a day. Just say that, whatever. Like I'm the type of person, okay, I don't even know where I was going with that. But basically what I'm saying is like, I have the whole day to work, but I know if I just like don't have a schedule or a routine or like anything at all, then I'm going to put it off till like 8 p.m. and then I'm going to be up till 1 a.m. because my to-do list, my to accomplish list from the day before is so long. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just push everything off to the side because it's not going to get done. And if you do have big goals for yourself in this business, you do have to be intentional and you have to be driven because of your why, like we've talked about. Okay. So this is an example of mine. Kennedy, you want to close it?
Yeah, for sure. So again, like this is a huge aspect that I wish I would have started way earlier in my coaching career, just because it takes the guesswork out of everything. When you write it down, like she said, to the 15 minutes, every 15 minutes, or, chunk it out like that and write in, she wrote in feeding her cats, write in when you're going to go out for lunch or walk your dogs or whatever. When you add that stuff in, it takes out all the guesswork. And when you create those habits to be morning based, kind of waking up before all the chaos can hit, okay, the better chance you are at being successful. I know lots of schedules don't permit that and different things like that, but everybody can wake up an hour earlier. I found that if I put like my business action items or my IPAs off till the end of the day, I won't get them done because something comes up, I'm tired, I have to go pick somebody up, I have flat tire, like all the crazy thing is going to happen at the end of the day. So the better or the most that you can fit in the morning before all of the crazy and all of the chaos hits, the better off you're going to be. So that's just kind of a little nugget from my personal experience. And then two, just taking the guesswork out of, well, what am I supposed to do right now? Like I'm sitting down to work, but like, what should I actually do? I promise you it will be life-changing and you'll want to schedule everything out after you're consistent with it. But yeah, so that's kind of wrapping up this call. Again, kind of your call to action or your task, like she said, is posting that schedule. We have a post up in the Facebook page in the New Coach Academy. So posting that, sharing that, and then we just challenge you to stick with it and just crush this week. But we are so happy that you guys hopped on, and it was really fun to kind of speak into this topic and to hear even Meg's side of it, because part of it I didn't even know too. So again, just thank you guys for taking the time to hop on.
Yeah, and if you guys have any questions, message us in that thread. We can help. Like she said, I have a pin or a picture pinned, or we'll be posting here soon for you guys to upload your schedules. Just because it is, we do challenge you to try that and then reflect after a week, see how it goes. Like maybe you need, like she said, get up an hour earlier or whatever it may be. So we are here to help you. We want, to help you be successful and to be the best. So let us know how we can help. Do we take a boom?
What's that?
Do we take a boom?
Oh yeah. I didn't know what you said.
If you aren't showing your face, show your face. Okay, let's see. I have to get the right thing. Here we go. Okay, it's like really, there we go. Okay, ready? Oh man, my light is too bright. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm really anal about this. Okay. I don't know. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Awesome.
Oh, I missed the peace sign memo. Okay,
I
got it
we'll
for
do
next.
one more. We'll do one more.
Okay, I'm ready. Is that what we do? Is that the cool thing?
I don't know. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, good job. I love it. All right, guys. Thank you. Let us know if you need anything at all. See you later.
See ya.